Here I am, late to the party as usual. I finally got around to watching the live-action Kim Possible movie. And yes, I picked it up on DVD. Because I don't have cable, so I couldn't watch it on Disney Channel when it premiered. So yeah, I'm late talking about it after anyone still cares, probably. But hey, I'm wearing my I Love Kim Possible a Lot shirt, so I guess it's fitting. Which is also funny, because I don't think she loved it a lot from what I remember of her review of it. I thought it was okay. I did watch, I watched her review, so I knew the twist that was coming along, and I've watched some other reviews. It's about what I expected it to be, honestly. It's not bad. I don't think it's not horrible. Like, I feel like I'm sounding way more condescending than I need to be. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It definitely captured the spirit of Kim Possible, which is really what I look forward to, or look to for these adaptations. Like a lot of the discourse that surrounded it before it started was like, oh, they changed this, oh, they changed that, oh, why isn't this, why isn't Draken blue, why isn't she green, which I got into and I kind of admit, and their reasoning for it was kind of like it would be too cartoony, but then they have Kim's grappling hook, which looks exactly like it did in the show, so what the hell? Maybe they just couldn't afford the makeup, which I could understand. I think that's kind of the biggest issue with this, is I think Kim Possible is a property that could work in live action, but you have to give it a budget. Like, it needs that Marvel Studios budget. If they made a Marvel Studios Kim Possible movie, it'd be awesome! But for what this is, for a live-action Disney Channel movie adaptation, it's really good. Like, I laughed out loud more than once. There's really good humor in it. And like I said, it really captures the tone and the feel of the old series. I think the actors did a good job. I don't think the dialogue is as cringy as some people say. Like, there are parts where the acting and delivery is not the best, but you can tell they're trying. Like, it's not a cakewalk. Now, the actors for Draken and Shigo are definitely the ones who are carrying this movie. They are perfect. They really feel like Draken and Shigo just stepped out of the cartoon and into live action. Again, if they were painted right, yeah. I don't mind the changes to Shigo's outfit. I don't like why they changed it. There was, again, this kind of condescending tone of like, oh, well, it's too cartoony, it wouldn't work. But then Draken's costume looks exactly like his cartoon counterpart. So it feels like there are two sides in the production of this thing. I know Bob Scully and what are their names? Are they on here? Yeah, Bob Scully and Mark McCorkle. I have no idea if I said those right. I know they worked on it, and they did script work, production, and worked in a lot of good Easter eggs that, like, I didn't know till people pointed out, so I knew what to look for, but I wouldn't have caught that. Like, the Teen Slang magazine, that's a thing in the show. It's like one sight gag somewhere. They pointed out there's a Club Banana logo on a shirt that I couldn't even see. They worked in a moment with Kim's old mission outfit in this case she has. So there's a lot of love for the property involved in this. And I feel like those guys did like what they did to make sure everything was the way it should be. Then the third writer was the Disney Channel executive writer, like making it real or whatever weird, stupid executive speak comes about that makes things like this. But yeah, like it was a lot of fun. Like, I don't know if they're going to do more. There's definitely a teaser, like not a teaser. Well, it's a teaser. Sequel bait. That's the term I'm looking for. Where, spoiler, if you care, like Draken gets turned into a little kid because of his plan going wrong, and then he enrolls in Middleton High to mess up Kim Possible's life there. And so that's the sequel bait. I don't know if we're ever going to get a sequel, but I wouldn't mind if this like I don't think it could be a show, because it would be too expensive. But like if they led into a new Kim Possible cartoon with these designs and these actors voicing the characters, it would be weird. But I could see that. It would work. Like, the changes they made aren't bad. Like, Mrs. Possible being a brain surgeon and a black belt. Don't know why, but it works. And what weirds me out the most is Allison Hannigan. And it's a while for me to process that Willow is old enough to have a teenage daughter. I can't be that old, but I am. And I feel they did add her being a black belt just so they could put her in the final mission. Because we paid for Allison Hannigan, we're going to use Allison Hannigan. Because, you know, her dad and her brothers are barely in the thing. And I do like they got Patton Oswalt to be Professor Dementor, but man, that costume. Like, I feel they designed that after the budget ran out. Or, oh, he's just going to be the open fight villain, so we don't need to go hard on the costume. But, like, it's too generic for Professor Dementor. You couldn't at least have the helmet. I'll take all the all black, but have the helmets. But, you know, it's Patton Oswalt, so obviously the voice is right, and I laughed because he was funny. And I kind of wish that was the thing they did more in adaptations, where, like, you have the voice actor who's a legitimate actor, well, you know, also live action, I guess I should say. I don't want to say legitimate and delegitimize voice acting. It's hard. But, you know, someone who's doing voiceover and live action. There we go. Like, have that person be the character there, too. Like, Mr. Barkin was good, but they could have gotten Patrick Warburton to do him, too, and that would have been awesome. I still contest that Ron Perlman could be live-action Slade in a live-action Teen Titans movie or show. He looks the part. But, so, the one thing I want to touch on is Athena. And I do like how her costume is take on Kim's Season 4 purple costume with Jeff Hardy's armbands. I guess he's not using them right now. But, like, again, I knew the twist coming that she was a sleeper agent for Draken, and also a robot? I don't know why she has to be a robot. I guess maybe to play the fact that she could learn Kim's moves quicker, I guess, but they could have also just said, like, had her, you know, already be really trained, and then just, you know, find out she can do that. The robot part seems like really kind of overdoing it. And it's also weird to me they call her a Cybertronic life form, because, like, I hear Cybertron, I think Transformers. Especially when the off button for the laser prison grid at the end is what I like to call a Transformers height. Because if you don't know, in Transformers G1 in the cartoon, there are a lot of buttons and switches that for no reason are this high up. Like, no human could reach that. That's a tangent I got on. Sorry about that. But, yeah, so Athena, like, I like her as a character, even though you saw the switch coming. I like she redeemed, you know, she actually ended up being Kim's friend. Basically, the magic of friendship saved the day, so this shirt is also appropriate. But, like, why did they design her with emotion? Still don't know why she had to be a robot, but if she had to be a robot, why did they design her with emotion? It's Draken, though. I guess it does kind of make sense. And on that subject, though, like, so Draken's plan in the movie is to take the spark of Kim Possible and give it to himself so he will be unstoppable. Or raw-unstoppable. But no, he will be the ultimate villain because he'll have his evil genius and Kim Possible's spark. That's the plot of Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. He is stealing her mojo. Anyone else get that? Because to me, I found that hilarious. So, I'm not sure what else to say about this movie. Like I said, it's definitely, I don't think people are gonna hate it unless you really want to be fanboy mad about something. Because it's harmless by itself. It feels like it would have been a good episode of the show, and it kind of does take elements like the best friend being a robot is very reminiscent of Kim's love interest in So the Drama, Eric, being a robot at the end. So it feels like some is a rehash, but in a way that works. I kind of miss Monique, but the way they told this story, I can see she could come in later if, again, they want to do more with this. The high school elements were what they were. Like, it was interesting they took the take that Kim's not a good high school student. that itself's cliche with characters like her, but they use it to good effect, and it's nice to see them develop Kim as not just awesome all around. And the show did touch upon a couple times when she wasn't the best of the best friend, I guess. So, again, it definitely feels like it's a love letter to the series, and while also being a new direction for the property. And I would like to see it again. I do want to touch on Bonnie for a second, though. Because they made her a sophomore, so she's older, so okay, I get it. But what they're going for now, and I get it, it definitely feels like Bonnie. But because I watch Riverdale now, I cannot for the life of me unsee Cheryl Blossom. Like, it's a lot of the same tropes, I guess, they equate, so maybe that's it. It's too tropey, but, like, I'm waiting for Bonnie to go, like, super crazy and try to kill Kim. Which, again, from the show, might not be that far off. The guy who does Ron, the guy who's played Ron, he got the voice down pat. Like, a lot of them got the voice and the mannerisms and the inflections down. It does make, the girl who plays Kim sound a little bit more because she's not quite there yet, but I feel she could get it if she gets another round. I would like to see this have a sequel. Or, like I said, an animated show with these designs and these characters doing the voices. That would be interesting, and I'd like to see where they would do it. Go with it, rather. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the live-action Kim Possible movie. It was fun. It's not terrible if you don't take it too seriously. Like, if you don't nitpick a lot of things, it'll be fine. I think you can sit down and enjoy it for what it is. Would I like to have seen a Kim Possible movie with, like, a bigger budget and an actual theatrical release? Hell yeah, I would! Still want to see that. But if this is all we get, I'll be happy with it. I would really like to have a full series DVD release in North America, Disney. Do it now. I will buy it. I have money. I want to give it to you. Give me that James DVD. That said, if they don't do anything else with Kim Possible, I think I'm good. Like, I love the show. This movie is fun. It's great to have in my collection. I'd like there to be more, as always, but if this is it, I'd be content. So, those my thoughts on the live-action Disney Kim Possible movie. I got nothing else, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. Oh, wait, quick addendum. This movie definitely gets points for me because it's the only one of these live-action style remakes or adaptations that uses the damn theme song. Why don't more do that?